Okay, so like many people, I've recently had much more free time when not making videos, and I've spent most of that time trying to recover old data, old files, and old videos and such. I found some pretty interesting ones, like for example, the first ever Denshi style video, the first ever animation I made, the second ever animation I made, things like some old Minecraft worlds and some screenshots of Minecraft worlds, and also my first ever tutorial I ever made. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so obviously the first thing everybody wants to take a look at is the first ever Denshi style video, and it's basically about like Italian sayings. It was pretty fun to make. It was made entirely in 3D Paint, Microsoft 3D Paint, and I'm just gonna play it. It's just so bad.
Welcome to Denshi Science Show, everybody! Yay! We're gonna be talking about weird Italian sayings that Italian people have, because if you still haven't got the drift, I'm Italian. So we have a lot of these weird sayings that we say at random moments throughout big dinners or small dinners or just basic conversations. Most of them are insults. Italians don't like other Italians, especially if they disagree on absolutely anything.
Okay, sadly that was literally all I've ever been able to find of that video. I don't know if the rest is there or if I actually ever finished that. Exact same quality, exact same garbage. Moving on to my first ever animation. Okay, so my first ever animations, like pretty much many people who've ever tackled animation on computers, were made in that Pivot software that everybody knows, Pivot Studio. I don't know what it's called, but I made them in that, and there's two. I'll play the first one real quick. I love how most of this entire film just revolves around people falling over, knocking each other out, or other forms of kinetic energy. Not to mention the "you have no idea how long it took to make this" message at the end. Notice how my attitude to making things has never changed as well. Anyway, here's the second one I ever made. This one has a lot more animals in it. Basically the exact same as the first one, with loads of knocking over, but there's animals this time in some scenes. This is just completely random. I found a random 6-second clip of a printer printing something. I just thought I'd throw that in. That's just one of the things I found while digging around. Okay, so before we take a look at my first ever tutorial video, I'm going to just check out those Minecraft worlds I found in my backup. There's like 2 servers and like 2 worlds, so yeah, here they are.
I am so sorry for the audio quality, but this is basically all I have at the moment. This first Minecraft world we're taking a look at is actually some kind of school project I did at a point. It's detailing different types of castles. I made it with a friend, and you can tell there's just a big blatant hole in the middle of this fake hill that leads to this castle over here with the English flag, and there's like these houses over here, and there's like this little well, and there's like some stairs, and it was all about explaining how these castles were defending, how this little this moat, there's like they have this like waterway over here, and you have how to you have like a lake leaking into it, basically explaining how this helped defend the king and such. We move on to a later generation of castles where they had I guess more sophisticated things. They had like people in here. They would have like more squared shaped ones with these little towers, like these kind of tower things, you know, these kind of things. These little rooms over here. I don't know, I forgot my 6th grade history class, but something about, I don't know, bedrooms like that, something like that. There's like the crops here. This last assignment was to talk about traps. So here we had like a trap set up, and you would go in there and you'd die, and this is like a bunch of dead skeletons which were supposed to shoot at you, pretend to be archery men. So that's the first world I want to showcase that I found in the bunch of backups by recovering some files. This next world's weird. I don't know. I don't recall putting anything in it. This was literally just like it was just like a village. I think. I don't know if this is like how villages naturally spawn. I think this was something I was gonna do, and then I just kind of gave up on it. Well, anyway, this is just a random village spawn. I don't know. I gave it some kind of name. I think we were making like a new server, and this was its name. So this is just kind of like a really boring world. This last one's actually quite special. This is a little house I built on a server with some friends, and then it leads to this little bridge over here to a mine. But most importantly, there's a statue over here. I built this quite a while ago. This is like for one of my friends, and you can actually go inside this. So you go up these stairs, you open this door in honor of, that's one of my friends. You go up these, my best friend forever, oh that's cute. Go up these stairs and just like a little room, and it's like my entire life story with him. So it's, you know, this, first met most of it school 2013, friends, zero love of comics, and comics with an X. Comics, you know, all that stuff, make comics and draw until I moved to a new school, decided to still call most of fucked up Minecraft, built many words together, had loads of battles in modded games of Minecraft, to go on to make the Denshi World server with him. I wasn't able to find a Denshi World server with him, although I do have the screenshots from it, which I'll show now. There's the screenshots of that server. It got really big actually, these screenshots are quite old, become harder if not impossible to do, you know, calling people, voice over IP got kind of banned, and Minecraft days were over. And then there's a little message, I saw this before, gave me hours of fun in Minecraft, never will be forgotten. It's a memorial I built. I don't think he ever saw it, but I built this back in like 2018 at some point. It's an old world I found somewhere. Yeah, that's the last one I found. Everything else is just, I haven't found any other Minecraft things. Moving on.
Okay, well now that that's over, we can now take a look at my first ever tutorial video.
Hi everybody, I'm Alessandro, and today we're going to be learning how to use Microsoft Paint 3D along with Camtasia Studio.
Notice that back then I was a Windows user. I was such a Windows user that I had a Windows 95 background.
To make the animation similar to the ones I use in Denshi Science Show and other things I've made. First you're going to open Paint 3D or Microsoft Paint, but I prefer to use Paint 3D. Let's just make this full screen. You're going to click on New. There you go. And it'll open this white canvas over here where you can draw. Now, while I previously used Microsoft Paint, Paint 3D offers new features such as 3D rendering and different things that you can use to even create videos. But for now, I'm only really drawing. So let's just draw a picture. Let's draw a picture of me. That's not me, but who cares? It's incredibly poorly drawn because I'm drawing it with a mouse picture of me. But it's good enough for what we're doing. You're going to click on this little folder icon over here, and you're going to click on Save As, and then you're going to click on 2D PNG.
Is it just me, or have I gotten worse over time? Like, this is more concise and explain things better with much less stuttering than most of my modern day tutorials.
You're going to want to click on desktop or somewhere where you can find your picture, and you're going to want to name it something like 1. I like naming my pictures in the order that they come. So like if 1, then when we make the second one, I'm going to name it 2. But you can name it anything. We just save that picture to over there. Then you can click on Camtasia Studio, and now this is where we get to the real editing. Camtasia Studio might take a little bit of time to boot up on your computer, but on my computer, it's horrible. Like, seriously. The fact that I have an underpowered CPU and GPU, I shouldn't even be able to run Windows. At 1.9 gigahertz, I'm below the system requirements. Not even recommended, I'm below the system requirements. Yet,
And how the hell did I know what gigahertz were when I was like 9 years old?
I've been able to run many things on this computer without making it explode into flames.
Also, I love how a 9-year-old me is self-deprecatory about their computer's power.
Anyway, so now that Camtasia Studio is opening, version 9.1, I'll show a bunch of loading, final view, and a bunch of stuff until it eventually opens into the Camtasia menu. Here's the Camtasia menu. Click on New Project, and this is where the one picture we were looking at before comes in. We're going to click on Import Media. Oh, look at that, Camtasia Updater. Ignore that. Click on Import Media, Desktop, the one picture we looked at before, and click on open, and that's the picture. I drag it into here, and there it is.
You can just tell how the production of pretty much all my videos has never changed since then.
Now, normally I would do a voiceover, but since I'm already recording, I probably shouldn't do that. So now we're gonna show you how to make a separate picture to add over it. We're gonna go back into Paint 3D this time, and we're gonna create a new project once this little thing loads and everything back. Oh, there it is. Create a new project. This time, we're gonna make him turn to the left. Looks like such a deformed baby. Drawing with a mouse can be quite hard. There you go. Masterpiece. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You click on the little folder again. Save as. And 2D PNG. This time, instead of saving it as 1, we're going to save it as 2 because it's our second picture. And we're going to save it as that. It's going to just load. Nope, I don't want to rate the app. And we're going to close it. We're going to go back in Camtasia. Click on the little plus over here. Import media, and it's already desktop, so we can click on 2, and you find that one, and put it here. So then, you can make it go like this, and then it switches to the other one. And the way I do it is that I would like say, if I had a let me just open, if I open my normal, if I were to open my normal assets that I have, which I have a few of them. Let's see if I'll just find maybe through Denshi Science Show. If I were to open a normal one that I have, like for example, some of my pictures, like, I don't know, Ghost or something like this. This is previously animated because I animated that separately. Or if I were to open something, normally I would probably open something like, let's see, scrap or photo, some sort of image that's I already created. I would already create basic images, so then I don't need to redraw them all the time. But I think I have, I know where I have them. At the Denshi Science Show. And then I have them in the full person. There it is. So I keep different versions of myself in this folder over here, so then I can access them all.
Just so you know, this thing about having a folder with all the various emotions and like images of me, that's still a thing I do.
And then I have different versions of myself, so I can talk like this. Got this version of myself. I got myself, so then I don't need to keep on changing them all the time. But this is how I basically make my videos. I just drag in a picture, and then I drag in the other picture, and then I switch between them like this. So this is the final product, and you can keep burring away at their maximum speed. So that's the end product of what it's supposed to look like. You just put 2 images from Paint, and then obviously, this is not a full video. I would create more. I would put voiceover like, hi guys, today I'm gonna be turning to the left. Yay, something like that. I'd create something like that. But that's basically how I make my Denshi Science Show videos. This video was made for one of my friends, and he wanted to learn how to make animation, so I made an entire video just so he could learn it.
Aw, that's cute. I made it to help a friend. Now please give me like and money.
I hope you like this video, and yeah, subscribe, like. If you dislike, then maybe set a motivation in the comments. And I hope this video gets lots of views and I make lots of money off it. Bye.
Isn't it funny how I've literally not changed at all? I hope you enjoyed this video where I just rehash old content and commentary over it. Essentially, a highly glorified and overproduced reaction video. Is there anything that shocked you in the weird films that I just showed you that I made when I was like 9? Or did everything pretty much seem the exact same as it is today? Tell me in the comments or something like that. Thanks for watching.